god. Now I'm clicking this, I'm showing this to you. Yeah. So, what I think about Quincy Kido is that it's just brain dead. Like, there is no other way you can put it. There's no other way you can make it. It's just simply brain dead. I don't know what Nova was really thinking when he made this, but he didn't have the best idea for it. One of the moves are just a Quincy Glock rework, and the other moves are just absolutely cancerous. Like, what are you really supposed to do when you have 1,000 arrows shooting at you? Like, genuinely. Like, what are you to expect? Like, and then not only that, there's a true combo for Quincy Kido. Like, I don't know why Nova thought that this was a good idea, which I was hoping for it to be a good idea. And I was hoping that would be one of the best things that they probably added, like, recently. Like, I thought the bows were pretty cool until I met that there's a crossbow that shoots faster than any M1 speed in the game and is almost unblockable. But, you know, I was really looking forward for it. I wouldn't say that it was the worst idea they've had, because they've done, it's not a bad idea. I feel like they just didn't fairly test it, and they didn't test it good enough. Like, I know, and maybe they probably didn't even have the time to. I'm not going to discredit them because Nova actually did a good job. I thought the VFX were good. Thought the moves looked good. I overall thought it wasn't a bad idea. But when you see how cancer it is to fight, and when you're just greening people non-stop, like, without having to do anything, that's when it gets to a point where it's like, it's impossible. I've seen tryouts be canceled, and if you're running Quincy Kido, then you're just not able to try out. It's actually crazy. Like, it's actually insane. Quincy Kido is so broken to the point where it's almost impossible to fight. Like, it's good to fight when you're in a 1v1, but when you're 1v2ing or you're fighting multiple people in clan wars, Cascade of Souls, things like that, it's unfightable. There's no way to possibly fight it, and there's almost like there isn't a balance. There's only two things that they could possibly do to make it a little bit more fair. One, give it more windup. There's no way a machine gun has almost 0 to no windup, and I can just keep on maliciously touching the opponents that I go against. Like, and then also make it so that if you get parried with that move that teleports over you, I'll probably put in the video, but if you get hit by that, it should be able to be like, once you parry it, it definitely needs to be like some stun after you get parried, because there's no way you're able to do a whole true combo even if it gets parried. Like, I just feel like it's almost impossible to fight. It's kind of broken. Well, not kind of, it's just brain dead. A lot of other people have made countless videos on it, on how brain dead and stupidly broken it is. I personally think that they can make it good, and they can make it work out. But the way it's looking, it's not looking like that. Like, the thing is, I feel like it has potential to be possibly one of the best things. Well, it definitely is already the best thing in the game, but it definitely has it has potential to be one of the most balanced skill trees. I just feel like when they went in to make all the stuff, it was just like, it was just completely different, and it was a big change, especially when one of your moves has the same range as a Blaze hero, and it can literally, it's half of a blooming cut almost. I feel like that was the only main thing that was broken about Quincy Kido. Like, even when I went in clan wars, or really anything in general, or even when I was in gangs fighting leaderboard players, I was still like just worried, and my biggest focus on it when I was fighting Quincy Kido was that move. And Reishi Bomb sucks ass. All you gotta do is just dodge out of the way, use a counter, negation, absolute defense, or just walk out the way. But I feel like the new skill box that they made wasn't really good at all. If anything, it was more disappointing. I feel like the normal base moves on its own was just good, and even some of the base moves could have been, the new moves that they could have added could have been a skill box instead of that. But I don't know. I just think that the skill boxes were horrible that they added in. All the new moves were just completely broken. Just a little bit. They just need nerfs, bro, really. Because I feel like some of the moves just have so much stun on it. It's like, how are you even supposed to fight back? I just don't know. I feel like it's too much stun. A lot of the things just are so instant. It's like almost impossible to counter. You can't cancel some of the moves. Some moves aren't cancelable. Like sometimes your moves get glitched and you get bugged. And there's a lot of things. I feel like they just didn't fully test it, and they didn't test it well enough, you know? Like, I feel like if they tested it better, maybe it would have been a different outcome. Maybe it would have not been this broken, but I don't know. Like, it was just a little broken. A little too broken. Just a little bit of balancing, and it could definitely be one of the most fairest skill trees in the game, 100%. I just feel like it needs a little bit of some tweaking and actual testing, please. The bows are completely broken. I will say that though. Like, all the bows are completely broken. Like, some of the bows are neither horribles or they're just flat out broken. Like, crossbow has one of the best M1 speeds I've ever seen in my life, but it has one of the most shittiest crits of all time. Like, and then you have longbow, which has slow M1s, but a absolute, like, they literally added in the old Helling Pifel, I hope I said that right, and put it as a crit. Like, I feel like that was just pure laziness, because it was nothing different from the old like Let's arrow. And then the other longbow, where it shoots that big exploding arrow, I feel like that one was also flawed, just absolutely horrible. The arrows were horrible, the crit horrible, then it's the one Uryu looking bow, that one was horrible. I think it could have been way better, and they could have definitely did more for it. And then at this point, it's no reason for going for a new bow unless you're going for the crossbow, just because the M1 speed is just insane. Like, I feel like that's the only, like, actual reason to be going for it. Like, I'd rather just use my cybernetics and keep on rolling cybernetics for a bow that is just horrible. But I don't know. That's really my thoughts and opinions on it. And it's definitely not one of the worst things that they've added in, because they have messed up really hard on a lot of things. But this is just like one of the things right now that really needs to be fixed and needs a big either gut or nerf. I don't think you should always take the turn to gut, but it definitely needs a nerf and a lot of balancing. It definitely needs balancing for sure. But that's just my thoughts, and here's just clips of me absolutely molesting my friends.